Hey everyone, it's Paul from Conversations with Curtis. I hope you're all having a great summer and you're doing your best to stay out of the heat and the sandstorms and the blazing sun and the raging infernos and all of the climate that is bearing down on us. I hope you're all avoiding that as best as you can. Uh, this is my July 2022 video newsletter. And this is my opportunity to share with you all of the things that will be happening in August of 2022. I have a lot of stuff to cover. There's a lot going on in Conversations with Curtis Land. And I'm going to do my best to try and do this whole thing in one take and not make too many edits. I wanted to edit that little section right there, that long pause. That's the kind of edit that I would normally make. But I'm going to see if I can just go through this. Okay, so here's what's happening. I was going to say in no particular order, but there is an order. So first things first, a week from tomorrow on August 3rd, Victoria Morcell Hemmingson and I are back together again. We will be playing another game, live streaming it, and it will be on Wednesdays. And we we reached out to our Patreon members asking them what game they thought we should play together to follow up our Phantasmagoria playthrough. And we got a whole bunch of great suggestions. And it boiled down to these five: King's Quest 7, The Seventh Guest, The Dig, Contradiction, Spot the Liar, and Late Shift. Coming in fifth with 0 votes was Late Shift. Coming in fourth with 10% of the votes, The Dig. Coming in third with 22% of the votes, The Seventh Guest. And I guess I should do the winner because we'll know. And the winner it was a close race between King's Quest 7 and Contradiction Spot the Liar. But Contradiction Spot the Liar won out with 36% of the votes to King's Quest's 32%. So beginning Wednesday of next week, Tori and I will begin Contradiction Spot the Liar. I have no idea what this game is. I think it's a newer game, and I think it's kind of an FMV game. I have no idea, but I'm looking forward to playing it. I trust you guys, and so please make sure you join us for that. Tori and I, throughout the month of August and September, will generally be playing we'll be playing on Wednesdays. We were playing Phantasmagoria on Mondays, but we're going to switch to Wednesdays. There will be a few days that we take off because there's some vacations and things coming up, but that is what we'll be doing, and that'll start on August 3rd. Beginning August 26th, Daniel and I will be back playing a game. We are going to be playing The Secret of Monkey Island. So if you want to watch Daniel get really frustrated with me again and watch him get very, very tense, knowing that I can't play the game as quickly as he wants me to, please join us. It'll be on the 26th. We'll be doing Fridays from 12 to 2 and starting on the 26th. So that'll be fun. Some interviews that have been coming up. See, that's another edit I want to make. Some interviews that will be coming up. Some interviews that I have coming up. Okay. I just interviewed Cade Peterson, who is the CEO of Mid Boss Gaming. Cade is a really, really interesting guy, an unbelievable proponent for video games, loves the adventure games of yore. And we had a great conversation. And he's just a neat person. And I think you guys, if you don't know about him, you really should watch the interview. The interview will be available starting tomorrow on our Patreon page, and then it will be released to the public on our YouTube channel on August 7th. So Sunday, August 7th, we'll have a YouTube premiere of my interview with Cade Peterson. Cade is a. We'll talk about Cade in a second because he made a interesting connection for me just the other day. Other interviews. Sam Barlow, who has the writer and creator of Her Story and Telling Lies and the upcoming Immorality. I don't know, one of those, is going to be joining me. I reached out to him on Twitter. He immediately responded, and he and I are going to talk next week on Thursday or Friday. I am fervently trying to get through Her Story. I've been streaming it. I'm going to try to get a few more streams between now and next week, so keep an eye out for those. I've been getting a lot of people joining. We're having a lot of fun playing the game and trying to figure out what the heck is going on. And is it Eve? Is it Hannah? So please join us. I'll let you know when the next stream is soon. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, super, super excited to talk to Sam Barlow. I just think he's doing FMV in a really fascinating, fantastic way. I'm fast becoming a mega fan of what he's doing, and I can't wait to talk to him about some of his techniques and how he's doing what he's doing. Brad Greenquist, the actor who originally was offered the role of Curtis Craig. He also played the Wagnerian orchestra guy in Gabriel Knight 2. He has agreed to join me, so we get to find out if he has any memories of getting the offer of Phantasm 2 and why he turned it down. So we're going to be talking sometime in August, and we'll let you know when that happens. What else? Oh, this is interesting. I'm going to be in a video game. My second video game ever. The way things are going, my next video game, I will be 98 or 99 years old. But I just got offered, Sean Parker of Sean Parker Films reached out to me. He's making a sort of a stop motion video FMV game slash TV series. I don't know exactly what it is. It's called Fogtown, but it is really interesting. I'll put the link to their trailer in the description down below. But it's great. It's really funny. It's very clever. And I don't know what I'll be doing, but I'm going to be a voice. And it looks like they've actually asked Dean Erickson to be in it, as well as Rupert Booth, who I think is a voice in Contradiction Spot the Liar. So they're breaking out the big guns. Dean and I will be both doing voices, even though Dean won't talk to me. That said, I reached out to Dean again, and I thought that I was going to send him all these videos of you guys saying, hey, you should talk to Paul, but that just seemed a little much. So I just sent him another message telling him what was going on and gave him the lowdown, told him I had that great interview with Jane. And he got back to me, and this is what he wrote. Are you ready for this? Gotta find it. Hi, Paul. Maybe this fall/winter. Still have nothing much to say. Good luck. So there you go. We're getting closer. So I'm thinking sometime in the fall or winter or 2025 or 2030, I will actually talk to Dean Erickson. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's see. A couple more things, and then I'm going to wrap this up. Okay. Cade Peterson and I had a great talk. Cade is a longtime fan of Sierra and those early games. And a couple months ago, when there was a big conference in San Francisco, Cade got to meet his idols. He got to meet his idols. Got to edit that part for sure. It'll be, if I don't edit it, then you know I'm really exercising some restraint. Ken and Roberta Williams. They met and since have become very friendly, and they have a lot in common, and Cade has been in touch with them. Cade has reached out to them on my behalf I have not been able to get through to them. And just the other day, Kate made a email introduction to me and Ken. Ken responded and said how busy he is they're just working 24/7 on their new game and just don't have time for interviews or anything like that. But he said that he would be happy to give me 10 minutes of his time and maybe 10 minutes of Roberta's time. I'm not sure if he meant 10 minutes total between the two of them or 10 minutes each. But he doesn't want to do a 90-minute interview, at least any time soon. So I am going to work at coming up with a really clean, rapid fire 10-minute interview that we can get as much information out of him as possible. I think I'm going to keep it all about Phantasmagoria 2. I know he doesn't like that game. So I'm just going to make sure he talks about that the entire time. Maybe. We'll see. But getting closer to an interview with those guys. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know when it'll happen, but hopefully it'll happen. All right, that's all I got. That's a lot going on in terms of this upcoming month. One thing I do have to say, Daniel's going to kill me because he says you got to stop talking about Patreon so much, but I'm going to talk about Patreon. We are starting to lose people, and we are putting out more and more content. And so it makes sense that people who stay with us or jump on for a while, that they can only do it for a while and they have to move on. But we do need to replace those people who drop off with new people or with people who may be able to bump their current pledge up a little bit. But one of the goals that we had was to get to $1,800 a month. And to get to $1,800 a month, that would allow us to host this stream with Victoria. We got to $1,800 a month. We got Tori to agree to do a new game, and then we immediately dropped to below $1,800 a month. We'll still do the stream, but we really need to get back to where we are because Daniel and I are putting in so many hours and it's getting a little dicey. So all that said, please consider, if you can, jumping on Patreon, helping us out. You don't have to be there forever, but if you can get on there for a little while, we have so many cool perks that you can do. We just completely revamped the whole program. You get to be in our Phantasmagoria Dimension Next game. You get to have a cubicle or a email or a voicemail or whatever. There's all sorts of cool stuff that you can get by being in on our Patreon and part of our Patreon family. So please consider it. It would mean a lot, and I would be very grateful. All right, I guess that's it for now. Thanks so much. I hope you all stay nice and cool, and we can all shelter in place during the warm season. And one final thing, I was just thinking that I think next month, rather than doing a taped video newsletter, it might be fun to do a live stream where I will just be available. It'll be just me. I'll let you guys know what's going on, and I'll answer your questions, and we can have a good chat. It's been fun doing that during my streaming of her story. There's been a lot of fun back and forth, and I think that if we just had a dedicated live stream where I'm not playing a game, but I'm just interacting with you and answering any of your questions, that would be great. So maybe that's what we'll do in August. All right, guys, have a good one. See you next time.